Hello guys, it's good to see you again. I'm back on. Just wanted to do a little wrap up for the day today. I still got my sunglasses on even though it's nighttime. So basically the day kind of ended a little rough, but it wasn't terrible, right? It wasn't the upwards movement that we would have expected to have seen. We did close over that $45 range that I wanted to see to avoid being a down day for today, and it still ended up being a down day. However, having said that, let's look at the technicals and see how bad of a down day it really was. All right, so this is the triangle that I had formed. I believe it was either this morning or last night sometime. I can't remember when it was, but I think it was today sometime. We broke out right towards the end of the day today, basically. These are 5-minute candles. This is kind of like the beginning portion of today, right here, of the trading hours. And if I zoomed in on it, you'd see a nice George W. We kind of started that off, and then it broke out and took us all the way up to $48.30. And then we just kind of had like a bunch of ladder attacks going down. Then we rallied back up, more ladder attacks down, and then it just kind of did some sidewards trading in the after hours. So it did break out of this triangle. I'm going to hold the triangle. I'm going to hold it up there. I think that we may have had some paper hands today. Let me show you why I think that. And it's okay. Again, it's completely all right if we did have paper hands. Not the end of the world. Let's see here. I guess what I want to pull for you to show that is going to be Fidelity. There we go. This is the trending stocks. We trended number one all day today. I mean, with 200 and some odd million shares being traded for the day, you would hope so. But it was a 50-50 buy to sell ratio, maybe even slightly 49-51 selling over buying. So I do think that we did have people selling shares today. And this could be the population who bought in at $40 the last time we were at 40, going up to 70. And then when we took the big swing down, they just decided that they've had enough. And, you know, that happens. You know, they might not have a support group that's allowing them to, you know, kind of stick through this and weather it out. But that's not what's happening with us, because we have a good support group here. So looking at the volume up here, 209.27 million shares traded today. That's pretty impressive. I'm not disappointed with that, you know, because I said 200 to 230 million shares traded for the day today. Let me see if I can zoom back in here. I think I wanted to, there was something specifically that I wanted to show you, the order book. Inflow versus outflow. Okay, there it is right there. So we had basically a 10-point spread of outflow versus inflow. So it really wasn't all that bad. I mean, we've seen days where, you know, we've had like a 40-point spread and it ends up netting us down like $5, you know, $6. This is a 10-point spread, so maybe $1 is what you'd expect to see. And, you know, we only went down 44 cents. Not a big deal. So I'm not too worried about it. I know you're probably sitting there thinking like, yeah, but that's not how much we totally went down. But you have to kind of look at it a little bit differently. You got to kind of look at it from the factor of what we're trading day per day. That's really where you got to look at it. You can't look at those little gains that you get to certain points and call those the losses. Because really it's day over day that matters the most. I'm a little out of breath. Sorry guys. We went for a walk and I'm a little out of breath right now. So let's look at some of the stuff here. The total amount of shares borrowed for the day today was 433,000 shares. Estimated short share interest of the free float is at 16.98%, so almost 17%. Cost to borrow 2.34 was the max. The average was 1.76. So we'll see. I do expect this. Remember this on loan average age per day? I do expect to see this start to turn around the other direction. The more that dips, the more we're going to be going up in a couple, you know, in a week or two from now. Institutional ownership is still the same at 127.7. The estimated dark pool percentage trade today was 57. I think I'm adding 5 to it now. And so dark pools will probably show on Stomper Tracker about 62 or 63% tomorrow, which ironically enough is almost exactly what we did for dark pool trading yesterday, was 63.9. So, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see if we get more short exempt volume trading in the millions again. If we do, I would expect to see an update tomorrow. Now, I had said a down day tomorrow, but because we had a down day today, I'm still going with a down day tomorrow. It really wasn't enough of a down day today for me to really feel comfortable saying that down day that was coming, that I expected to come, isn't done yet. So I do expect more of a pullback. Looking at the calls, there is 98,000 calls in the money. Look at 139. We'll see where the out of the money calls are. They're mostly at $50. The puts, 119,000 options out of the money. It's a lot. It's a lot of puts out of the money. They're currently showing 600,000 shares available to borrow with 2.2 in the ETFs. Remember, max Payne is at $37. We're still well over that. And I do think that if we had a retraction a little bit further down, probably the most we'll see is about $38, which still puts us over max Payne. So that's a good thing. There were 3 institutional reports issued, one 13F and 2 NPs. The 13F was about a 216,000 share sale in the second quarter by Marshall Wace North American. But if you look at what was that, Bryce House Funds Trust 2 and JP Morgan, they bought like way more than that together combined. So not a big deal. It offsets it. Looking at the options, look at that $50 strike price, right? Let's see if I can get my finger right there. $50 strike price. I guess I should use my mouse. I just bought a mouse, might as well use it. $50 strike price right there. 175,000 share contracts. 175,000 contracts with 24,000 open interest, bringing it to a grand total of 200,000 contracts. If we get to $50, guys, oh my gosh, lights out. Lights out. But yeah, that AMC, I think people did sell some shares on AMC, man. Not gonna lie, this is a telling factor right here that shows you that there was definitely more selling than buying ratios, or on the ratio, and I think that tells the story. So, but you know, we gotta. It's like pruning a tree. You know, sometimes you gotta cut off the low-hanging branches, and that kind of is, you know, that's what happens. That's how the market's played. Not everybody's meant to hold these kind of things. So we're just gonna keep plugging away, doing our thing, and I expect, like I said, down day tomorrow. We'll see what ends up happening. Don't know for sure if that's gonna be what's happening, but yeah, there's our aftermarket hours right there. It dropped outside that triangle, which is okay. I'm all right with that. Who knows? Maybe Europe will come in and save the day. That'll be awesome. All right, guys, that's all I got for you, really. I don't see any other technicals right now that I want to point out. Duncan had posted some really good data in there about why these cycles are happening quarterly. Let's see, I'll put my picture back on me here. So he sent out this information, some links, and I will. I'll try to get them out to you guys. I think it's going to have to wait, unfortunately, until I get back from my trip, just because of the fact that it's hard for me to link stuff up and put it in the comments, and it's just not very fluid for me. If Duncan wants to, he can attach them to this comment, and you know, it's tough reading. There's some tough reading there, but you know, if you feel like you have a wrinkle for the day, I'm sure he could put it up there and post it up, and we can all have you know, have a go at it. There's some good data. It does talk about cycles, and you know, I've said that there are cycles here, so we'll see what happens. It is predicting someday. I think it was September. I think it was September, like the 14th or something like that, as part of the end of one of the cycles. So we'll see. I'm gonna surprise you guys in the morning. I've got we're staying at what feels like a hotel from the 1930s. I mean, let me pull it around. I'll show you. I mean, this isn't really a good example of what it looks like in here, but you know, it's just like this place looks old, and it's really kind of cool. It's a neat thing. But I'm gonna surprise you guys with a start in the morning. I'm gonna start filming from outside the hotel, and walk my way into the hotel, and maybe do the morning presentation inside the lobby of the hotel. And it'll be an early presentation. You guys probably won't see it because I'm going to do it at about oh, actually it won't be early. I forgot I'm in a new time zone now. I'm in a new time zone, so things are later for me. So if I do it at my normal time of 5:30 in the morning or 6 in the morning, no, it's going to be at 5:30 in the morning, which will be 6:30. So I'll basically be coming on like a half hour later than I normally would. So I'll do the kind of like a morning look of what's going on, and see if I can get an idea on what volume's looking like, and we'll go from there, and I'll give you guys updates along the way. All right, guys, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. We've had a long day today, and we've got a long day tomorrow. There's actually another special surprise towards the later half of the day as well. I'll be showing you guys something maybe some of you have not seen before. We are going to an iconic, what would you call it, Bradley? Iconic. It's an iconic location we're going tomorrow. What would you call that place? Like without calling it by name. It's a national landmark. National landmark. It's probably the best way to put it. All right, guys. That's all I got for you. It'll be a fun day tomorrow, and you know, and don't get discouraged when the price goes down. Remember those 20% drops, completely normal. Expect like, you know, $38.50, $38 somewhere around there before it starts to spike back up again. And if not, if it doesn't and it goes the other direction, great. You know, it's more power to us.